guys, welcome back to another episode. Of course, this is the Church of Alora, and I'm Alora. But hopefully you guys had a good Easter. Easter was yesterday. So I know I got candy and ham and lots of tasty things. But hopefully you guys had a good Easter, got to spend some time with maybe some family, some friends, who have you. Hopefully everyone has candy now because candy is delicious. But hopefully everyone had a good Easter. I have so much to tell you guys. This weekend was insane. I didn't think anything that happened would happen this weekend, so let's do a rundown of this weekend. So of course this weekend was AwesomeCon in DC. And I had a whole bunch of friends going that I didn't think I could make it just because stuff happens and then you just can't make things. Well, I got a phone call at midnight, actually, from one of my close friends, Brian Gregory. Love you, bro. But he called me at midnight and basically told me I'm going whether I like it or not. Which, if you know me and you know my friends, we do these sorts of things. Whether you like it or not, you're doing something, and that's just our friendship. So, of course, I traveled along the metro. I guess rundown of the replay of Saturday. I was dressed as Psylocke. I was Psylocke incognito because I didn't want people to mess with me on the metro because I did travel by myself this time. Which, as you guys know, normally I travel in a group. Which I have to talk about that a little bit later, but I normally travel in a group, so this time I went by myself. So I didn't bring my boken that I wanted to because I also have a terrible time with security. I guess I just look dastardly, which is fine, but I always get in trouble with security and weapons, so I didn't want to bring my boken on the metro and then get kicked off and then be stuck in DC, like, what do I do? So, I just was dressed in Psylocke, in my Psylocke outfit, and I had to wear a wig because obviously my hair is this long, which Psylocke's hair is longer and flowier. So, and of course my hair is not black either, so, I know it's brown, but whatever. I got to AwesomeCon. The line was the most questionable line ever, but I'm sure next year they'll get it all figured out and situated, because last year it was only a one-day con and now it's a 3-day con, so of course growth happens and then you don't know what to do, and the line wrapped around the building like 3 times, I think, just to get in. But once we were in, I got in the bathroom, got all fancied up, and then I was walking around with Space Ghost. That's who Brian was cosplaying as. So if you saw a Space Ghost and a Psylocke roaming around together, that was us. But it was AwesomeCon was fantastic. It was my first time going because I didn't get to make it last year because it was conflicting with another con last year, I do believe. So I got to walk around. The dealer's room was great. The artists were great. The celebrities were fantastic. Walking around, getting to meet other cosplayers, getting to see a whole bunch of my friends was just fantastic. So here we get to do the shout-outs. So first, I want to thank Ulysses Campbell from Fantastic Forum. Both, me, Brian, Ulysses, and also my love of life, Handpan, we did an interview for Fantastic Forum, and I didn't expect it, so thank you guys again for having me. It was fantastic. I had so much fun. It was fantastic. They made me beautiful. And so I can't wait to actually see that episode, so I will be featured in it. And then of course I got to meet a couple of my other friends that I haven't seen in forever. Of course, Patrick Michael Strange, I guess my Asian lover from another mother is the best way to explain that. And then I also got to meet H from the next issue. H from the next issue. He was Bishop. So I'm really excited because you already know that when I meet other people that do these sorts of things, yeah, there's gonna be collaborations. That's just how it goes. And then, of course, I got to meet David Theo Oliver. So he is just a ball of energy, and you can't help but not love all the excitement. And then a couple of my other friends, cosplayer friends, were there. I just want to get a quick shout out to them. Mandy Lorraine Cosplay and Scruffy Looking Cosplayer. They're two of my close friends, so I had to give them a little shout out. And then I only went Saturday, just to explain it, but I know on Sunday, my friends from Revenge City Cosprops, they were there. I think actually Sean was there Saturday, but I didn't see him, because there were so many people. But I know Sunday Wes was there, so gotta give a quick shout out to them too. And then, of course, I have to give a big shout out to Sunny Sprocket, because she has been teaching me how to sew, and I can't thank her enough, because I know initially when I started out, it was straight duct tape and attempting to hand sew, which wasn't good. So she's been spending time with me and helping me learn how to sew, so I love her. Love wifey. So, but Awesome Con was fantastic. Great atmosphere, great food. When do you have great food at a con? Normally at a con, real talk, normally at a con it is maybe sandwich, maybe some random chicken finger dinner. No, I had frickin' like Caribbean chicken with like rice and beans, even though I hate beans, but I just pushed them to the side. The food was great. A little pricey, but I mean, that happens at any convention. Food's always a little bit expensive, but it was just a great experience. I'm so thankful that Brian made me go. I can't thank him enough. And I'm so thankful for actually getting to see a whole bunch of my friends that I haven't seen since like previous cons or haven't really got to hang out with. So just seeing everybody was fantastic, and Awesome Con. Definitely next year, if you are in, well, not even if you're in the DC area, if you have time to go to Awesome Con, do it. It was great. The costumes were great. I can't even explain how just a wonderful time I had at Awesome Con. It really is awesome. Look at that. Bam. So then with that, moving on, of course, new releases. Now the new release list was little. Just a little. So for video games this week, we only have Dark Souls 2. If you played the first Dark Souls, you know it's a wild ride. So Dark Souls 2 came out, of course, I think for all the systems and even PC. And then for anime, one of the animes that I actually really like, Eureka 7, the movie came out. And the Blu-ray Part 1 and Part 2 actually just will be releasing tomorrow. Same with Dark Souls, that's tomorrow as well. And then for comics, I have a little bit of comics and not comics. Gantz Volume 31 is coming out for manga, so I'm really excited for that. I love Gantz, and I really want to make a Gantz suit, but it's all the skin-tight, I don't want to say latex, but the vinyl thing, you know. If you know Gantz, you know that suit is like super skin tight and it'll be great. But I haven't gotten a chance to work with that material yet, so once I do, then maybe it'll be coming soon. And then for my friends that love Mass Effect Foundation number 10 is coming out. And then Teen Titans number 30, which I love Teen Titans, so I was really excited. There is a variant cover and then the regular cover, but I actually like the regular cover more. It's kind of because Raven's on the front, and I love Raven, so personal preference. And then also, I recently saw that Daryl has a new Walking Dead t-shirt that just is coming out as well this week. It's pretty funny, so check that out if you get some time. But that's all the new releases that I want to tell you guys about. There's, of course, more stuff. Go check it out on the interwebs. Oh man, that's what it's fancy for! But those are the ones that I really am looking forward to. But now I want to talk to you guys about a couple things. One, for Fantastic Forum, there was a question that was asked of us, and I definitely want you guys to check that out. But I have a little bit I want to add to it. It was pretty much about, for ladies, if we wear more scantily outfits and someone inappropriately, either tries to touch you or talk to you, what would you do? Well, to be honest with you, I don't want to tell you too much of what I said, but I've never, happily, have not had the experience of dealing with that yet. But I think one of the things that can prevent it is when I'm at a con, especially when I purposely wear something more revealing, I'm always in a group. I always have friends walking with me at all times, which I think deters people from actually, trying to be rude or inappropriate. I mean, it still happens. I've heard many horror stories about it. I also am a little intimidating, so most of the time people don't really mess with me. But if you ever feel that, like, you really want to do a costume and it's a little bit more revealing, even for guys too, because there are plenty of, like, calves, shirtless, no stuff. Everybody gets self-conscious. It's just human nature. So my best recommendation is, if you do feel slightly like, always have a friend with you. I always have a small team with me walking around, making sure that, like, I have a drink of water or something. But that's the best I can recommend for you guys. But the next thing I'm going to talk about is what I was talking about last week. OCD and video games. So, one of my friends suggested that I talk about this because I do indeed have OCD. And it's part of my life. You deal with it. But I have OCD really badly in video games. So, mostly it's more effective with RPGs. Not so much shooters and, action games and stuff. Maybe a little in action games, but shooters I'm normally okay. But especially in RPGs, I'm that person that literally has everyone maxed out. If I can somehow get, like, a point power-up tab or something, every single person has it. I just can't help myself. I don't really have a cure for you guys, but it just makes me feel better. I know with Bravely Default, for example, Bravely Default has a monster and items that each time you get a new item or you run into a new monster, it adds into the report. Well, I have to 100% finish that report. Otherwise it bothers me. So I buy one of every item. I don't care if I don't ever use it. I have plenty of items I don't use in Bravely Default. I buy every equipment, even if I'm never going to equip it, and I never sell it because what if it takes it away from my report? That freaks me out. And of course, running into all the monsters, I've got to unlock everything. I have to steal from everything. It's just one of those things that, like, if you do also have OCD in video games, don't think you're alone. I think, I don't even want to take a guess. Chrono Trigger, when you beat Chrono Trigger, you unlock New Game Plus. Well, I have it that everyone's maxed out. Everyone. And I also have that in Final Fantasy VII as well. I spent probably more than a year doing that power source, absorbing the monster and making the tab, and the luck tab is one of the hardest ones to get. everyone's maxed out in that too. So anytime there's a challenge, I have to get the best weapon, max out everyone. They have to be level 99 or higher. It's one of those things that you just can't help. Of course, it takes me longer to beat games because of that, but I mean, that's fine. I love video games, but that's definitely, I do that. So happily in shooters, I'm glad I don't do that as much, because then I don't think I'd have as much fun playing a shooter if it was so kicked in. But I guess you just kind of collect guns and shoot things, so you don't have to unlock everything. I mean, of course there's ranks, but I just play for fun. I mean, I love my games. Don't get me wrong, I love my games, but I play for fun and just like to own some noobs. Just a little. So, but I have to show you guys some of the pictures of everybody maxed out. Maybe a little later on, just so you guys can see it. But next week, I have hopefully lots more news for you guys. There's a big project going on, so I can't tell anybody about it yet, but I can't wait to tell everybody. And then also make sure you check out the Fantastic Forum. That way you guys can see me. And I did announce who I am making, so all those pictures, everything I've been doing, I announced who it was. So check it out, and I'll see you guys next week.